All right, back with the center table action. A very good afternoon from wherever you are catching this live broadcast from. You're live on Pole Association of Uganda page on Facebook, Pole Association of Uganda on YouTube. And before you do any other thing, please remember to like, please remember to subscribe, and please remember to share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the Pole Association of Uganda's grand finale, the very last on the calendar, and we bring you the live action at MOUR Bar in KANSANGA, a suburb of Kampala. It's about a 10 minutes drive from the main city, and all this action is brought to you by the Pole Association of Uganda in conjunction with the National Council of Sports, together with MOUR Bar and Restaurant and Cas Bar. This bar, together with Cas Bar, are one and the same, owned by the same person. They had a partnership, and clearly it's a very nice place, because we were here in the beginning of the year when we had the grand open, and we're back on the grand finale. We have a good relationship with the owners and with the management. No wonder they are for pool, and we are back again to bring you all the action. My name is DMS on the commentary, together with ATA Advanced Pool Talent, and with the association's competitions committee under the office of the technical or tournament director. Dudes you're watching on the center table, one of course in action on the reds is Ssembusi Yudah, a young man who started when he was about 12 years of age. Now, of course, in his early 20s, but he has, just like all the other revelations, never looked back ever since we discovered his talent, and right now is one of the best players in the country. If you're counting the top 20 players in the country, that young man, his name will be somewhere. Up against another formidable player who has vast experience, captain of the national team, in the names of Ssebuguzi Habie. Ssebuguzi Habie has been a national team player, seeded player until recently, but he has actually not only participated in these tournaments, but he won and triumphed right here, very place where we are. That is 7 months ago for the POW Grand Open. This is the grand finale, the opposite of the Grand Open, but that was championed by that young man that you see right there, who is going to break, in the names of Habie Ssebuguzi. That final was played right here in this very, very spot, on that very same table, and he took on Kasozi Joseph. So he's now trailing 1-0. Ssembusi Yudah just won the very first game, and this is game number 2. So we bring you all this action on center table, and we want to appreciate you for sparing your time and your data to be part of this wonderful fraternity. The cause is the same. It's all for sports, and we want to thank you so much for always and always spending your time with us. We wish you a wonderful, wonderful time as you enjoy this broadcast, and please take our regards and greetings if you're not in the country, from wherever you are enjoying this broadcast from. Ssembusi Yudah leading 1-0. Now closing the table on the yellows. He does that very well. He plays his pool with Upper Volta Pool Club. The previous two that were on the same table are his teammates. Plays his pool in Kasubi with the guys who were on table earlier, Bwanika Gideon and Odongo Kenneth. A very formidable squad that is also fighting so hard to get their eyes and their hands on the title of the Nile Special National Pool League. On the other hand, Ssebuguzi Habie is a player for Scrap Buyers Pool Club, also in contention of winning the National Pool League. So they are trying to share the spoils there, and as it stands, Roxbury Pool Club leading, followed by Scrap Buyers, and of course Upper Volta in that very, very order. any one of them can actually come and win. It's more like the same with the Premier League, where we have Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal. And it's not very, very late or early to decide, but we know the title has not yet gone anywhere yet. So same applies to how the teams are doing in the National Pool League. Ssembusi Yudah on the yellows. Well, he has a great profile. That young man you're watching on center table has played for some of the biggest teams in the country. Once played for Scrap Buyers Pool Club some time back, discovered by Scrap Buyers Pool Club. I think he had a very quick signing with Capital Night Pool Club some time back, and then he went back to Scrap Buyers at some point, and eventually also played his pool with Upper Volta Pool Club, the first one, and now he is in the current version setting of Upper Volta Pool Club. So he has a lot of experience regardless of how young he is. On the other hand, Ssebuguzi Habie, a player who hails from the district of Mukono. What a nice white. What a beautiful white. Wonderful cue ball control there from Ssembusi Yudah. He's nicknamed Dembaba, and I think because of a striking resemblance he has with that football player. Ssembusi Yudah on the black. Pots 2-0. 2-0, and Ssembusi Yudah is leading here at Lamar Bar. Rest to 5. And this is second round of the Pool Association of Uganda's grand finale. Ssebuguzi Habie was introduced to us from Mukono, came, joined Hot Pool Club in his earlier days in 2016-2017. Later on was taken to Scrap Buyers because of his boss, that is Bob Trubish, who was also the manager of Hot Pool Club. And ever since he joined Scrap Buyers, that's the team he's been playing for up to this present date. So he has also been in the fraternity for a long time. Not as old as Dembaba, but he's a bit older than Dembaba or Ssembusi Yudah. Yudah broke and now has a chance to close the table. Leading 2-0, of course, here, rest to 5. 40 more minutes remaining on the clock. Closes the table on yellow, ladies and gentlemen. And the umpire in charge of this game is umpire Kim Kirunga. Kim Kirunga is very versatile. He has actually been serving as a player in the early days. I think in the early 2000s and the late 2000s he was a player. Of course attached to Hot Pool Club in Ntinda. Later on he became an umpire, but at the same time he was the captain of Hot Pool Club. Even when he was not playing, he still remained the longest serving captain in the pool fraternity. Captained Hot Pool for so many years in his existence, and later on, of course, became officially the umpire that he is right now. Has been in Logogo and has also been, of course, part of the Umpires Guild for more than 15 years. Very vast experience for Kim Kirunga. But apart from that, of course, he is the one in charge of all the action here on center table in this very, very clash between Ssembusi Yudah and Habie Ssebuguzi. It's looking to be going one way. One way indeed, because Ssembusi Yudah is 2 yellow balls away. The white that he needs to pull here might need to go up and come back down. Okay. Well, he managed to minimize the power.
Is leading John 2-1, and on table 5
managed to minimize the power here and should be able to go through this yellow, put it in the right corner with a bit of ease. Wow, it's a decent white on black. Ssembusi Yudah is playing very, very well tonight, I must say, and you cut some slack for Habie because Ssebuguzi Habie hasn't had a chance to play on table and maybe give the chance away. It's been more like a bad break, good break for Yudah, and we're here to see, of course, Habie maybe be in control of one particular frame here. But as it stands, Ssembusi Yudah is enjoying his time, 2 games or frames away to victory. And remember, of course, it's time best, 27 minutes remaining, rest to 5. Ssebuguzi Habie needs to win 1 game quickly here, and maybe just to show a bit of interest in this particular clash. Ssembusi Yudah 3, above Ssebuguzi 0. Just like we said earlier, it's been sheer hard luck for him. I mean, look at the breaks are all dry, and again he produces a dry break here. Gives Ssembusi Yudah a chance to close the table on yellow, and he does. Yellows are not well spread out, but at least you know he has a beginning shot even after that. So Yudah is leading with 3 frames, and he gets the 4th one. It's going to be very hard for Habie to climb that very, very mountain. It's possible, but hard, because with the way Yudah is playing tonight, he knows it, and he can hide in plain sight, clearly showing off that the gods are on his side. And today he's actually showcasing something I've not seen in a very, very long time. He used to reach very great heights back in the day, but it's been a rough 2 years for him. Maybe this is the chance for him to rise up again. Well, a chance now given to Ssebuguzi Habie. He's on the reds. Elsewhere in the other results, of course, on different tables, tonight we are going to be sleeping in last 16, and we'll commence from there, of course, tomorrow. The games will probably even begin later than 9. Today they began 9 in the morning, and most of the players were given walkover countdowns. Probably because some of them actually made merry and over-enjoyed themselves, so they couldn't be here on time. MOUR Restaurant and Bar. That is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Lobulwa Simon, another seeded player, has just gone to the next round on a walkover countdown. You can imagine by the time someone's getting a walkover in 2nd round, that shows you that maybe people ate a lot, or people didn't think they would be away for a long time. Yudah with the opening shot here, I don't know if that's what he really wanted, but he might need to produce a bit of more magic than he anticipated. Yeah, the yellow is open to go into the corner, but I don't think it's portable. Let's see if he can connect. God, does that well. Unfortunately, his sight on the rail yellow will not permit him to pot it, maybe just to knock on it. Plays a decent shot, sets it down. Habie Ssebuguzi probably thinking of going, if he can get one shot in. just one shot in. Fails. Fails. Back to Ssembusi Yudah, Dembaba. Well, elsewhere in other results, Lubura Simon was playing Prince Aichidiza, who actually did not show up, so a walkover countdown has given him the lead. He has gone to the next level. And Gideon Bwanika was playing with Odon Kenneth. That one you saw, it was in center table. He was beaten. Kasozi Joseph trailing 1-2 behind Jerome Nabasa. Habib Ssebuguzi now has a chance to just bring one back here quickly. Let's see. What a nice shot. It's a very nice shot from Habib Ssebuguzi. Goes down, then to center. Isn't that too much power? That was too much power for Habib. What is the plan here for Habib? For a double. All right, not so bad. At least he occupies the upper right corner or left, depending on where you're watching from. Some of the guys who have gone through all games going on: Kasozi Joseph 1, Joram Nabasa 2, John de Emisero 2, John Semuyenge 0. Is there going to be a possibility of a combination shot here from Ssembusi Yudah? Combination shot is allowed. A combination shot is allowed in the black ball rules, where you put both of the balls in one go. If he does that, he will surely get the right on black comfortably. No. Fails and gives Habib this chance. So Ssebuguzi Habib pulls one back. It's 1 for Habib and 3 for Ssembusi Yudah. All right, so some of the games you should be watching out for coming up in the next round. One that you should anticipate to be real fireworks will be between Wagaba Rashid and Glorious Senyonjo. That is going to be real eye candy. Yeah, Glorious Senyonjo and Wagaba Rashid, that's a big game to watch out for. Another one you should watch out for will be between Ibra Sejemba and Peter Mayinja. Peter Mayinja is an upcoming player, but a very disturbing player. In football, Mayinja Peter would be like Everton recently. Will be like today's current Everton. Very disturbing. And also maybe watch out for the game between Bwanika Mutomansul and Ashraf Misambwa. Bwanika Mutomansul and Ashraf Misambwa. There is also a game to watch out for between Ivan Kanyesije Kasidu and Kelvin Nkandu from Zambia. Well, we also have another good game here between Muchibi Mark Wutang and Alan Kaiwa of Mukono. All those games are coming up in the next round. Otherwise, Habib Ssebuguzi on yellow tries to remove and place himself, fails. And that's how it's standing so far, ladies and gentlemen, right here at Lamar Bar. Ssembusi Yudah in the lead here. Center table. And he's leading 3-1. Rest to 5. And looking at the time, we still have 28 more minutes remaining on the clock. Ssembusi Yudah still leading 3-1 here on center table, playing the Reds. We are the Grand Open. This is probably brought to you by the Polo Association of Uganda. They are the organizers and the sponsors, together with the National Council Sports, and of course teaming up with this bar, MOUR Bar and Restaurant in Kansanga, Casbah, Sister Bar, and together with, of course, our media partners. And here, of course, to bring you live commentaries, IDMS, teaming up with ATA, that's Advanced Talent Agency, and we are streaming live on the platforms of the Polo Association of Uganda on Facebook, together, of course, on YouTube. So tell a friend to tell a friend, in case they couldn't make it here, that we are live, and they can catch all this action today and tomorrow on our particular platforms. Otherwise, this is round two. Other players already on round 3. But just know that today we're going to play up to round of 16. So anything beyond that is going to be for tomorrow. And remember, the grand prize at this grand finale, 2 million shillings for the men, 1.5 for the second, 750 for the third, 400,000 shillings for the fourth. All right, so in that very sequence, also the ladies, the winner bags 1.5 million Uganda shillings. Second, 800,000 Uganda shillings. Third, 400,000 Uganda shillings. And fourth, of course, and all the way to 8, they have 100,000 shillings. Anyone in between 5 and 8th position qualifies for the 100,000 shillings for both categories in men and women. You're not only fighting for that, you're fighting for the honors to be crowned the grand finale winner. That's 1. 2, you have a trophy. 3, you have a medal. 4, you have 10 points, 10 seeding points from this very PAU tournament. So you can't take it for granted. It's actually something that you need to take very seriously if you're a poor player. If you're out there and you missed out, next time better. But that is exactly what is up for fighting for. Ssembusi Yudah on the Reds.
Next game on center table.
What a shot.
What
a shot. What a shot from Ssembusi Yudah. Beautifully executed, ladies and gentlemen. Now he has a connection up.
Marion Chisache, Rosette Chirabo. Table number 3, Lucky Namugenyi Rita Nimusima. Table 4, Namanya Fred, Conrad Memnue. And table 5,
so he clearly didn't believe in himself to go for the center, or to go for the connection, sorry, but I mean, with all the confidence he has been exhibiting, I would think he would have gone for a connection. Maybe it would have been a much better result than what he has now. Now, clearly, the body language is showing you he does not accept what he has just played. Feels disappointed in himself, but he will need to produce something subsequential, because now is not the time to frown. Now is the time to think. Now, thinking outside the box is for his own benefit now. Is it going to be a double to force a connection, or he has forced the other ball off the position of the center, but he's just prolonging his death? Ssembusi Yudah on the reds, Ssebuguzi Habie is on the yellows. And Habie is beaming in confidence, unfortunately for Ssembusi Yudah. Maybe he didn't see that coming. But there's an option of Habie starting with the center or even with this ball. But the problem is starting with the downer ball. I do not know where the white will end up. Let's see.